How the world react for Trump's tariffs. The return of former President Donald Trump has reignited a firestorm of debate about tariffs.
I do like tariffs. Tariffs, tremendous tariffs that are massive.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff.
A policy tool he wields with the zeal of a knight brandishing his sword. Tariffs have always been a cornerstone of Trump's economic vision, and his rhetoric hasn't softened one bit.
We will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
We will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens, he proclaims, promising a dramatic reshaping of the global trade order. But behind the bluster lies a question. What does this mean for the rest of the world? Tariffs, the comeback kid of economic policy. To understand the drama unfolding, let's start with tariffs themselves. They're taxes imposed on imported goods and services. A simple concept with seismic consequences. By making imports more expensive, tariffs aim to protect domestic industries, creating a buffer against global competition. For decades, tariffs were fading relics, dismissed in the era of globalization as tools of a bygone age. But Trump has resurrected them, not just as an economic policy, but as a weapon in his arsenal to redefine global trade. Imagine the global economy as a finely tuned orchestra, with every nation playing its part. Now, picture someone suddenly pulling the strings on the violins and drums. That's what tariffs do. They disrupt the harmony, forcing everyone to scramble and adapt. From the moment Trump stepped back onto the stage, his intentions were clear. In his first week, he threatened sweeping tariffs, 10% on Chinese goods, 25% on imports from Mexico and Canada, and even floated the idea of using tariffs to pressure nations into resolving geopolitical conflicts like the Russia-Ukraine war. It's vintage Trump, bold, theatrical, and polarizing. To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff, he once said.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff.
But his vision goes beyond words. He promises tariffs will not only boost government revenues and bring manufacturing jobs back home, but also correct trade imbalances that he claims have left the US at a disadvantage. Yet like any grand promise, the devil is in the details. The revenue generated by tariffs, while significant, is a mere drop in the bucket compared to income taxes. And history, always a patient teacher, has shown us that the economic costs often outweigh the benefits. To truly grasp the stakes, we need to look back at Trump's first term. His initial trade war with China sent shockwaves through the global economy. Tariffs on capital and intermediate goods raised average US import duties from 1.5% to 4.5%. The fallout was immediate. Supply chains disrupted, businesses forced to adapt, and international relations strained. A brief truce came in 2019 with the Phase 1 deal, where China promised to buy $200 billion in US goods. But promises on paper don't always translate to actions, and the results fell far short. Now, with Trump back in the driver's seat, he seems determined to reopen old battles, promising a tougher, more aggressive approach. Trump's threats have sent capitals around the world into high alert. Every nation has a role to play in this unfolding drama, and they're not sitting idly by. China. As the central hub of global manufacturing, China wields immense power. It's preparing countermeasures that go beyond tit-for-tat tariffs. By restricting exports of rare minerals like germanium and gallium, essential for semiconductors, China could cripple key US industries, from AI development to electronics. Canada and Mexico. Tariffs on these trade partners would be a self-inflicted wound, given how deeply integrated their supply chains are with US industries like automotive manufacturing. Picture a car factory grinding to a halt because a key part from Canada is suddenly too expensive to import. European Union. The EU has a knack for retaliation that hits where it hurts. During Trump's first term, they slapped tariffs on Kentucky bourbon, a direct jab at Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's home state. Expect more targeted moves if Trump escalates. Business on the brink. Navigating the uncertainty for businesses, the return of Trump's tariff threats is like watching storm clouds gather on the horizon. Some still bear scars from the last trade war. Take the US auto industry, for example, where supply chains span continents. Tariffs on Canadian and Mexican parts could grind production to a halt, driving costs sky high. Small businesses, too, are bracing for impact. During Trump's first presidency, one company spent $30 million and nearly 3 years reconfiguring its supply chain. Now, with renewed threats, businesses large and small are left asking the same question. How do we prepare for a storm when we don't know when or where it will hit? No trade war happens in a vacuum. When the US imposes tariffs, retaliation is inevitable. And while the US imports far more from China than vice versa, China's position in global supply chains gives it unique leverage. Similarly, other nations can target politically sensitive US industries, from agriculture to tech, creating ripple effects that hurt consumers and businesses alike. The uncertainty is a tax in itself. Businesses hesitate to invest, consumers tighten their belts, and the global economy slows down. It's a high-stakes chess game where every move has consequences, and no one knows how it will end. As the world braces for another round of Trump's trade wars, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will his tariffs protect American jobs, or will they backfire, raising costs and straining alliances? Will nations retaliate with precision or overreach? And how will businesses navigate the uncertainty? What we do know is this: trade wars are easy to start but hard to win. And in a global economy as interconnected as ours, no one escapes unscathed. For now, all we can do is watch, wait, and prepare for the next chapter in this unfolding drama. And remember, stay curious. Until next time, see ya.